Check, check, check. Welcome back. Premier League is back. 25-26 season is back. After a disappointing start from United, the game has just ended. By the way, if you're new here, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, share. The Premier League season has begun. 25-26 season has begun. It's Arsenal, Man United has just ended. Man United lost 1-0 to Arsenal. Somewhat of a disappointing game. We lost 1-0 to a set piece from Arsenal. Am I disappointed? Yes, I am disappointed in the result. 1-0 to a goalkeeping error. Obviously, Arsenal was going to have some threatening set pieces because that's how they score all their goals. Where should I start? I think the coach started underwhelming side. Man United started Dorgo and Dallo. Everybody know United with Amorin plays a 3-5-2-1. In the back line we had Shaw, Dilly, Euro. We had a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, and the wing backs were Dallo and Dorgo. Now, why is Dallo starting? We benched Amad Diallo, who has been one of our best players entire last season and entire preseason. For some reason, this coach has his favorites, like every other coach, and they will be his downfall. Dallo, Bruno, Luke Shaw will be his downfall. Why did Dallo start? Only God he knows. When Ahmad came on, you saw the big difference. He was creative, threatening all game long, even defensively, which was the point of starting Dallo. Ahmad was way better. I don't know why he started Dallo. He started Mount up top. Bro, Mount was good. Off the ball, closed down, one tackles. But I do not care. Why you starting Mount when you could start Sesko? You could have started Xerxes. This coach, I have no confidence in. Xerxes got no minutes. Okay, he wasn't fully fit. I'm not asking for 90 minutes. Kobe Menu, I am sorry for Kobe Menu. Casemiro and Fernandes start in midfield. The moment he brought on Ugarte, that was it. I knew that was it. He took off Casemiro, which was the best midfielder on the pitch. He took off Casemiro. He was closing down on the ball. He was great. You take Casemiro off in a game where he's not playing well. Not today, when he was at 8 out of 10, at least, minimum. Cunha and Mbeumo, I must say, is a breath of fresh air. Such an upgrade on Rashford and Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund. Such an upgrade. Their efficiency. Every time they get the ball in the attacking areas, you can tell that they're going to do well with the ball. They were very efficient, threatening. Cunha driving from deep. Mbeumo on the counter. Love to see it. I know they were going to do well. I have no problem with those two players, and I know this season they're going to do well. Mount starting up top. I had a problem from the onset. Why is Mount starting? Only God he knows. We're at home. It's the first game of the season. We're playing Arsenal. And to play Mount up top and to play Dallo in a 3-5-2 is as if we're playing a 5-3-2 formation, which is very defensive. Why would you do that at Old Trafford? Bruno Fernandes is a problem. We're going to have a problem because of Bruno Fernandes. He didn't come off today. He was our worst player. Mbeumo was better than Bruno today. Had a better game. Cunha had a better game. Casemiro had a better game. The entire backline, Luke Shaw, Dillit, Euro had a better game. Dorgo had a better game than Bruno. Bruno was terrible. Gave away the ball multiple times. He doesn't fit because in the number 10 slots, the coach wants somebody more either transitional or better on the ball, which Bruno isn't either. And deep in the midfield, he wants somebody very good defensively or very good on the ball. Bruno is neither. The moment Al Hilal in Saudi came in 100 million euro for Bruno and we didn't sell him, that was the end of it. That was the end of it. Because why on earth you wouldn't take the 100 million for Bruno? Only God he knows. Again, click the like button. The Premier League is back. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel British 876 Sports. Leave a comment. Tell me which team you rep. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the opening game. It's not much of a big deal, but I'm disappointed. Disappointed in the starting lineup. Disappointed that we still have this coach who I know will not change. His mindset. He started Dallo right back. And he didn't start as striker. He could have started Sesko. He's not that unfit. He could have started him, but he decided to go with this defensive lineup, thinking that the changes he's going to make would affect the game and then he would get the praises. It did not happen. For this Arsenal side, this is the most lackluster Arsenal side I've seen in a while. In a while. And the Gyökeres signing for Arsenal, their striker, I knew would change their gameplay. Havertz up top or Merino up top means that Arsenal dictates possession, controls the game, and you know what would happen. Now, Gyökeres means that Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard and Saka is going to always try to go to Gyökeres as soon as possible, rather than controlling the game and maintaining possession, which is what Arsenal is known for. That's what they've been doing for the past 2-3 seasons, and dominating the game. Now with Gyökeres on the pitch, as I said, this is the worst I've seen Arsenal in the past 2-3 years against Man United. They were not a threat at all. Hence why I'm disappointed in Ruben Amorin. I think if we had started Ahmad, definitely if we have started Ahmad, not even Mount was a problem. If we had started Ahmad, we would have played a lot better. And taking off Casemiro for Ugarte just shows that he's fixated, because Casemiro was not bad. He's fixated. And we started Casemiro. There's a lot more positive to come from United. Cunha and Mbeumo is very good. An upgrade on Garnacho and Rashford and Sancho and Rasmus Højlund. A big upgrade. They did nothing wrong today. Cunha gave the ball away a few times. Mbeumo seemed a bit not 100% fit. Mount just shouldn't be playing, but was good off the ball, winning tackles, chasing down. Was a team player, Mason Mount. Dallo shouldn't have started. Ahmad should have started, but the coach is fixated. So, a lot more to come from United. As for Arsenal, not sure if they are the title challengers they were a season and 2 seasons ago when City nipped them to the title. Not sure if they are that good of a title challenger. But nonetheless, United lost to Arsenal 1-0. Both teams' opening game of the season. Calafiori scored a header from a goalkeeping error, and Arsenal won 1-0. What else happened this season? Chelsea, let me pull Chelsea up. Chelsea played at home to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace by no means is a mediocre team. Crystal Palace is a very good team. Watched them 2 days ago or 1 week ago. When did Crystal Palace play Liverpool in the Community Shield? Obviously about a week ago. Whenever. They won the Community Shield. Regular time ended 2-2, and I think they won on penalty. And they were a good team, so I never think Chelsea would have had a walk in the park. But for the amount of money Chelsea spent, and when I look at the Chelsea starting lineup, Chelsea had a starting lineup, I might link it. Their wingers were Gittins and Neto. For all the money Chelsea spent, sold Jao Felix, Jadon Sancho, Christopher Nkunku, even Mudryk to end up with Gittins and Neto. That's crazy. So underwhelming for Chelsea. I'm sure the Chelsea fans might have different perspective, but it was underwhelming for Chelsea. Is my mic on? Yeah, very underwhelming for Chelsea. João Pedro, very good in preseason. Very good in preseason actually. Didn't show much. I watched that game. Didn't show much. Obviously. Uh, yeah. Noticeably for Chelsea, their centre back. I think they started a young centre back, Akempong. Akempong, if that's his name. I think he's 19 years of age. Josh Akempong, 19 years of age. He was very good today. Very good. I think this guy could partner Levi Colwell very well. He's as good as I've seen Colwell. He was as good as I've seen Badashil. He was as good as I've seen Chalaba. He was as good as I've seen, what's that other guy's name? That guy they brought from Fulham. But good player, 19-year-old. Akompong. I expect to see him a lot more this season for Chelsea. Partnering with Colwell should be a good partnership. But for all the money Chelsea have spent, and I look at the team, the field, it was regular. Chalaba, Akempao, James and Cucurella, Fernandez, Caicedo, very good midfield, two midfielders. Neto and Gittins. And obviously Cole Palmer, the maestro. Didn't have a good game. Personally, I think Cole Palmer should be playing from the wing with a free roam coming in. That's where I say the best of Cole Palmer. And that was from Mauricio Pochettino days. That's where I say the best of Cole Palmer from the right wing coming in. No, he's more central. He has the number 10. Chelsea spent so much money promising one PSG for the Club World Cup. Their fans are expecting a lot from them. Every fan, the United fan, Chelsea fan, City fan, everybody is expecting a lot more from Chelsea. They seem promising, but it was a disappointing opening by Chelsea. They played Crystal Palace. Game ended 0-0, and obviously Palace is a good team. Won the Community Shield against Liverpool, as I said. They had Wharton, Hughes, Mitchell, Munoz, up top Eze, Sarr playing in behind Mateta. Seasoned side, good team. Was never going to be a walk in park. Crystal Palace plays composed, solid. They know what they're doing. But still, you expect Chelsea to do a lot better. Game ended 0-0. Which other game? Hey, first game I watched this season, because this is the first game I've watched. Villa and Newcastle. Two good teams. Finished 5th and 6th last season, I think. Villa and Newcastle, let me just verify that. They finished 5th and 6th last season. So I was expecting a decent game from Villa and Newcastle. The game ended 0-0, no goal. No Leon Bailey for Villa. Specifically, I was looking out for Leon. Didn't see Leon all game. Let me just pull up that side, that match game to recall the starting lineup. Where you at? Yeah, but that was a pretty much of an even game. That Villa game, that Villa and Newcastle game ended 0-0. Yeah, that Newcastle, watching that game, and I was like, these two teams are pretty much a good team, two good teams. Newcastle fielded Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton in midfield. with a very attacking front line of Elanga, Gordon, and Barnes. Actually, the Aston Villa team went down to 10 men, but Newcastle obviously didn't capitalize. Yep, Shah and Dan Burn in the back line, Trippier right back, Livermore left back. This is a typical Newcastle team. The only new inclusion is Elanga, and obviously Isak was missing because he's trying to force a move out to Liverpool, and the coach and the Newcastle team and the Newcastle fans and supporters aren't having it because he's trying to force a move out to Liverpool. They're like, who is this guy? Yeah, Aston Villa, Nolly and Bailey, McGinn and Rogers was on the wing. Ollie Watkins was up top, a player that was linked to United. Very good player, actually. Tillemans, Onan, and Kamara, the three in midfield with Tillemans ahead. Very good midfield. Game ended 0-0. Newcastle couldn't capitalize on the attacking, the 10 man of Aston Villa. Kanza got a red card for blatantly pulling down Anthony Gordon and then complaining as if he didn't expect it to be a red card. It was a blatant red card. The Premier League, guys, it's on, back in full force. 25-26 season. City played away to Wolves, and in typical City fashion, once you're poor, they smashed you. Wolves was very poor. City fielded Haaland up top, their striker, not David Silva, they wish. Bernardo was in behind, the skipper, the captain, their new midfield of Reindeer and Nico, Doku and Oscar Bob on the wings. Surprisingly, because on the bench was Marmoush was on the bench, Shirky was on the bench, and yeah, so they could have started Shirky, but I guess Pep was just playing around. Pep plays around every season. I think City is always a cut above the rest. City winning the league versus not winning the league is depending on how City performs and Pep's interest in winning the league. This season, let us see. Pressure is on Liverpool. They won the league last season. Now the pressure is actually on them to retain the league title and go further in the Champions League. But yeah, City smashed Wolves 4-0. Haaland got a brace, scored 2 goals after the golden boot. Rangers, their new signing was great all game. He got an assist. I think he got an assist to Haaland and got a pre-assist to Haaland from Askabab assist. And yeah, smashed Wolves, who lost their best player to United, Cunha. But yep, it is what it is. Another game of interest, Nottingham Forest won Brentford 4-1. Brentford lost their plethora of players. They lost Mbumi to Man United. They lost their coach, Thomas Frank, to Spurs. They lost their midfielders, Norgard, to United, who didn't get a game today. So they were a bit in a rebuilding process. They lost 4-1 to Forest, who done very well last season. Chris Wood got a double today. So again, he's on for the races in the golden boots. So a new season. It's a new season. 25-26 season. I think this season will be an exciting season. Liverpool kick-started this season. They won 4-2 against, who did Liverpool play? I know they won 4-2. Salah scored. Vert started. I was looking out for Vert. Didn't watch the game. Salah scored. I think Keza came on and scored. They won 4-2 against Bournemouth. Obviously, RIP to Diogo Jota. Gagplo was their man of the match. Ekitike was great, their new signing. Verts, his stats is poor, but he was decent, maintained. Obviously, it's a new league for Verts. Good player, so I'm expecting greatness from Verts this season. Salah did Salah stuff. Got his GA, even if he played badly. McAllister and Soboslai where the starters. Where's Gravenberch? Is he injured or something? No, he's suspended. Red card suspension. Their new wing backs, Kirkes and Frimpong, did decent. Did any of them score? No, but they seem to have done pretty well. Both were substituted. Sir Kirkes seemed to have been their preferred wing back. So Andy Roberts has gone to the bench. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold has gone to Real Madrid. So again, it's a shuffle, a change around for Liverpool. A shuffle around. Endo came on. They won 4-2. Hey, I'm excited to see what happens this season. Just ended. I'm here watching Bruno Fernandes giving his pre-match press conference. It's on mute. I'm sure he's chatting a bunch of nonsense. Not far from now, Unai Amorin will come on and he will talk a bunch of nonsense. But listen, man, guys, to the match of the day, United Arsenal, we lost 1-0. I have no faith in Ruben Amorim. I have no faith in his tactics. I think another coach with a better system relaxes the players, they performs better. The fact that this coach, we have Kobe Mino, our most talented midfielder, and this coach doesn't see that and try to utilize it, that's a problem. The fact that this coach literally decides to play Dallo and Mount while there is Ahmad on the bench, Xerxes on the bench, Sesko on the bench, the fact that he decides to do that, that's a problem. The fact that he decides to bring on Harry Maguire for Luke Shaw when there's 10 minutes to go, for what? There's no reason for that. That's a problem. There's so much red flags with Ruben Amorim, his system, his in-game management, his player management, the fact that he's handled Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho so badly. That's a problem. But let us see. Lots of positive for United. Mbeumo Konya. Looking forward to see what they do. Linking up with Ahmad. Bruno is a problem. The coach likes him. But they will be the downfall of the coach. And if it doesn't seem to change, it is what it is. Is there any other match playing this weekend? Are there matches tomorrow? Yeah, Everton Leeds play tomorrow Monday. Closes off the opening day. Guess what? It was a mixed bag in the opening day of the Premier League season. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to comment, rep your team, click a like, leave a like. Give me at least 100 likes on this video. 100 likes. Let's go. British 876 Studio. Please tune into the next video. Peace.